Following on the public announcement that was issued by the Public Relations Officer of the Royal Barbados Police Force, Mr. Michael Blackman, the situation at the Pine Hill Dairy, which would have occurred Saturday, April 27th, 2019, as it stands at about 18:10 hours, we the police would have received information from the Barbados Fire Service in respect of a hazmat situation at the Pine Hill Dairy. In relation to that situation, personnel from the Barbados Fire Service, from the Pine Hill Dairy Environmental Protection, as well as the police would have responded to the Pine Hill Dairy. As a result, certain actions were taken by the police in relation to ensuring the safety of the public, in that the major highway, the Adams Barrow Cummins Highway, that section between the J.T. Ramsey's roundabout and the roundabout by the Barbados Polytechnic, that section of road was closed, as well as the Pine East-West and a feeder road, Friendship, leading on to the Adams Barrow Cummins Highway. Those roads were closed, as well as the public, those who would have been living downwind in the Pine area, they would have been notified of the hazardous situation. That situation was brought under control about 20:55 hours, where the area that would have been affected in relation to the Pine Hill Dairy was accessed and the valve shut off, and all clear was subsequently given at 21:30 hours in relation to that situation. So at present, we have reopened the roads for members of the public. We can say thus far that we have not received any reports of any injuries in relation to the situation, and the situation at the Pine Hill Dairy is still being evaluated.
At this stage, how much more can you tell us about the so-called hazmat situation? What are the details of that?
What I can say in relation to that situation was that information that came to our attention was that there was an ammonia leak in relation to that plant, the details of which has not been brought to our attention at this time.
As far as residents are concerned, about how many people would you say were affected by it in a direct way?
We do not have a figure. What I can say is that we would have had some of our officers who would have been positioned on the Pine East-West Road in relation to preventing traffic from going towards the Adams Barrow Cummins Highway, and due to the wind flow, they were slightly affected, and some members of the public living in that immediate area would have also brought some concerns to them in relation to smelling the substance that would have been emanating in the air. But other than that, we have not had any complaints, any reports of any injuries.
How serious a problem could it have been with ammonia at the center of the issue?
What I can say is that we've not had any reports of any issues in respect of ammonia. I think this may be the first of this sort that has been reported to us in such a way. Generally speaking, ammonia is something that is used on a daily basis. For example, even people who are keeping livestock, they can have some exposure to ammonia from the animals when they urinate within that compound. So it is something that is with us, but I can say that we have not had any reports of of any serious harm coming to anyone in relation to any ammonia.
Did it call for any special and specific response on the part of those who were dealing with it?
As I've said, the Environmental Protection Department, they would have responded to that area, and certainly based on the feedback that we've had in respect of they going downwind to that same area that would have been affected by the members of the public, there was minimal information coming back from them relative to smelling that substance in that area.
Any lessons learned from this exercise tonight?
I think the lessons learned from this exercise is that we have always got to be prepared in order to deal with any eventuality that should present itself, and I think it has been a learning experience for the Pine Hill Dairy, for the police, for all of the parties who have been involved in this exercise.